Welcome to IGT. Thank you for joining us again tonight. This week's episode, we are very, very fortunate and blessed to have visited a organization called AGAPI Care. AGAPI Care is run by a group of very, very passionate people who love what they do, and we interviewed their CEO, Mary Gakopoulos. Please enjoy what she had to say about AGAPI Care. Mary, welcome.
Welcome, thank you everybody.
It takes a special type of person to care for other people. How did you start in this industry?
Well, I guess, growing up, Dad and Mum always made sure that, we had that caring factor built in within our daily lives, made sure that, we respected our elders, etc. And I think it was 2006, if I'm not mistaken, I was asked if I can come and help this organisation. It was a lot smaller back then. I guess the taboo of having a person with a disability, they didn't really bring them out into the community. Most families, I guess, had that guilt and embarrassment of, and trying to keep them at home. So I started speaking with the families and I realised that, everybody's struggle was the same. They wanted their children to be a part of a community, but they didn't know how. Some of them were able to access services back then through the Department of Health and Human Services. For those that weren't as savvy as the rest, were basically providing the care themselves. In-house. And that's 24/7, 365 days a year. They started off with one house and slowly, they acquired about 7 or 8 properties, which we have today. We've got our own building here in Preston. The majority of our clients are Greek, but we have noticed that over the last, I would say, 7 to 8 years, we actually have people from different communities coming to us simply because we're Greek. And since then we've just been growing and delivering services to everybody in the community.
Well, Agapi does mean love in Greek.
Yes.
So it's a great name. Who thought of that?
That's right. Well, interesting enough, the organisation was called originally the Australian and Greek Association for People with Intellectual Disabilities. So they've taken the first letter and it became an acronym.
How clever is that? Just explain all the beautiful things that you do and how you help these participants.
Well, one of the things was to have a meeting with the families and ask them directly what is it that they're looking for. So we made sure that the services we started to provide were tailored to each person's needs. They wanted a day program where they can come and upskill and learn different things rather than a school type environment. And many of them said, I want to learn a technique, for example, photography. Others wanted to learn how to cook and be more independent. It's based on what type of skills they want to learn, not what we're delivering. They want to go on holidays. We support them to be able to do that and travel. I mean, for them to go on a holiday, there's a lot of preparation. There's about, 3-4 months of preparation. I think on the 26th of May when we had our thank you to the community and 3XY, they sang "We Are the World," so they must have been rehearsing and they sang
in the music room.
They came down the stairs where the setup was in basement and it was just amazing.
I know you're a non-for-profit organisation, but surely you need help, you need support. How do you get support for the AGAPI Care?
So we've got a Chief Operating Officer who liaises with many of our sponsors when we need emergency food relief. Along with government funding, they also put their hand up to provide us with whether it's a monetary support, whether it's produce, and that's been ongoing. So at every step, at every growth, at every expansion that we've had, we've been able to do that with the support of the community. We were one of the first organisations that didn't wait for the government to say go into lockdown. So where people were running out of gloves and masks, we had a storage facility up in Kennards rented that was full of stock, and we were able to provide emergency food relief. And all of that got done with the staff that we have. They put their hand up to deliver food to those that were isolated, so some of the elderly. That's the type of staff that we have here.
I hear, apart from Angela and yourself, a lot of your family is also involved directly or indirectly. Is that correct? Is it just you and Angela, or?
No, so all our family volunteer. The family will come along, others are preparing food, others are serving. They're answering phones. And as you know, I come from a very large family.
Yes, you do. And I was telling
with our partners, there's about 20. We laugh. So we're a very large family. So the whole family comes down to volunteer, which is great. I remember a couple of years back we did an art show and we received a small government grant. So I said to the clients, I want you to paint something that expresses what freedom is to you. One individual had a TV painted, and when we asked him why he painted the TV, he said, because at any time I can go up to the TV, change the channels and watch what I want. So for him, that was freedom. I do know when NDIS was first introduced, they wanted to move away from group homes where you've got 5 and 6 and 7 individuals. They wanted smaller homes, 2 with 3 individuals. And when we started having the discussion with our clients, they said, well, why are you trying to split up our family?
There you go.
Right? So to them, especially for those that have lost their parents, their family is AGAPI Care. And that's why we treat them like family.
Can you tell us how can people who don't know about AGAPI Care, who may be watching this, how do we assist you?
So they can go to our website. Our website has got all our details. It's agapicare.org.au. They can also call the office here, which is 039471 1231, and one of our lovely receptionists will answer the phones and provide them the information that they need.
Mary, I'm very, very excited and very impressed with our interview, and thank you for sharing all these stories. Thank you very much for your time today.
Thank you so much.
Well, that was truly inspirational. What a great story. A typical Greek family all working together for a great cause. Thank you for joining us today. We will see you shortly on our next episode, but for now, yas σας.